It's funny how life has a way of surprising you. Just when you think everything is calm, your phone starts buzzing with your mom's name on the screen, and suddenly you're pulled into a conversation that brings back a flood of memories, feelings, and emotions you didn't even realize you were holding on to. My mom's voice on the phone always feels like a mix of care and curiosity. Last night, though, it felt different, like she was reaching for something deeper, something unresolved. The words she asked me about opened up a whole new chapter of our relationship I wasn't expecting. Sometimes you don't realize how much someone's opinion affects you until they reach out with a question that shakes you to the core. When my mom called me last night, it wasn't just about the topic at hand. It was about all the unspoken things lurking beneath the surface. There are moments when I can almost hear the unspoken longing in my mom's voice, even through a text. Last night, her message wasn't just a question, it was a reminder of all the times she's cared, worried, and loved me through the years, no matter how far apart we've been. When your mom calls you unexpectedly, there's this wave of emotions that rushes in: nostalgia, warmth, and sometimes even confusion. Last night, her words brought out more than just a simple curiosity. They brought me face to face with my own thoughts and feelings, some of which I hadn't even realized were still there. The phone ringing late at night from your mom can bring a sense of unease, or it can be a reminder of the love that exists, even in the chaos. Last night, her question hit me differently, like it wasn't just about the person she was asking about, but about everything we've been through together. My mom always knows how to make me stop and reflect, even when I don't want to. Last night, her question lingered in my mind long after the call ended, and I found myself caught between the comfort of her concern and the reality of where I stand right now. There are certain moments when you realize just how connected you are to the people you love. Last night, when my mom reached out with a question that caught me off guard, it made me reflect on how intertwined our thoughts and feelings really are. Every conversation with my mom feels like a little window into the past. Last night, her question felt like a bridge between the memories we've shared and the present moment, leaving me with a mixture of gratitude and longing. Sometimes it's not about the words we say, but about the emotions they carry. Last night, when my mom reached out to me, I realized how much her concerns and questions were about understanding me, not just what she was asking about. When you least expect it, your phone lights up with a message or a call from your mom, and it sends you into a whirlwind of thoughts. Last night's conversation wasn't just about the topic at hand, but about all the things we've never talked about, all the feelings left unsaid. It's funny how a simple question from my mom can open up a flood of memories, emotions, and realizations. Last night, her inquiry wasn't just about the person she was asking about. It was about me, my life, and how much has changed over the years. 13. My mom's questions always seem to come at the perfect moment, even when I don't expect them. Last night's call was a reminder of how much she cares, but also a mirror reflecting my own thoughts and emotions that I didn't even realize were waiting to be acknowledged. It's interesting how one question from your mom can make you take a step back and reflect on everything you've been through. Last night, when she called asking about someone I hadn't thought of in a while, it stirred up more than just curiosity. It stirred up feelings I didn't expect to revisit. Sometimes a phone call from my mom can bring all of the quiet, hidden thoughts to the surface. Last night, it wasn't just a question, it was a moment of clarity, a reminder of all the emotional layers that come with family, love, and understanding. The things we avoid often come back to us in the most unexpected ways. Last night, my mom's message about someone I hadn't spoken to in months made me realize how much I've been hiding from my own feelings, how much unresolved emotion was lingering in the background. Last night, my phone lit up with my mom's name, and suddenly I was no longer just a passive listener. Her question pulled me into an emotional whirlwind, making me face everything I thought I had already put behind me. It's the little things that remind you of how much you're connected to your family. Last night, when my mom reached out, it wasn't just about the topic she brought up, but the underlying emotions that tied us together, the feelings that have been there all along. When my mom calls late at night, I know it's never just a casual conversation. Last night, her question felt like an invitation to explore deeper feelings, memories, and unspoken thoughts I hadn't realized I still carried with me. There's something powerful about the way our family communicates, even when it's just a simple question. Last night, my mom's inquiry made me reflect on how deeply intertwined our thoughts, feelings, and lives really are in ways I had never fully understood. Last night, when my mom asked me about someone from my past, I didn't just hear her words. I felt the weight of everything that had happened since then. It was a reminder that no matter how far we go, our pasts are always with us, shaping who we are in unexpected ways. It's funny how sometimes a single question from your mom can unravel so much of what you've been holding on to. Last night, her curiosity about someone in my life made me reconsider things I thought I had already let go of. In a world full of distractions, a conversation with my mom is like a grounding force. Last night, her inquiry made me pause, take a breath, and remember how connected I am to my family. even when life pulls me in 100 different directions. A single question from my mom can often feel like a call to go deeper, to understand not just the surface, but the emotions beneath it. Last night, her words made me reflect on the things I've avoided, the feelings I haven't been able to express. When my mom asks about someone, it's never just about that person. Last night, her curiosity opened up a door I hadn't even realized was there, leading me to confront feelings that had been lingering in the background of my mind. Last night, my mom's call felt like an anchor, pulling me back to a place I thought I had left behind. Her question wasn't just about the past, but about the feelings I hadn't processed, the emotions that had been quietly building over time. It's strange how a question from someone you love can make you reevaluate everything. Last night, my mom's inquiry stirred up more than just a simple conversation. It opened up a window into my current thoughts and feelings that I didn't know I needed to explore. There are moments when everything stops, and all you can focus on is the call from your mom. Last night, when she asked about someone I hadn't thought of in ages, it felt like a jolt that made me rethink everything, every choice, every feeling I'd buried deep down. I've always known that my mom has a way of bringing things to the surface, but last night's conversation really caught me off guard. Her question wasn't just about the person I was thinking of, it was about everything that had changed in my life and how I feel about it now. It's funny how our parents, even when we think we're grown and independent, still have a way of making us reflect on our lives. Last night, my mom's question didn't just stir up old memories. It made me reconsider where I am emotionally and how far I've come. My mom's questions always seem to hit me at the right moment, when I'm least prepared to answer them. Last night's call wasn't just a simple inquiry, it was a wake-up call, forcing me to think about my feelings, my relationships, and how they've evolved over time. Sometimes it's the unexpected conversations with our family that reveal more than we anticipated. Last night, my mom's question opened up a space for me to confront emotions I hadn't realized I was still carrying with me. I've always known my mom cared deeply about the people in my life, but last night her question showed me how much she really sees me. Her inquiry wasn't just about someone else, it was about understanding where I am, how I feel, and what's really going on in my heart. Last night's conversation with my mom wasn't just a casual chat, it was a moment of introspection. Her question made me realize how much I've changed, how much I've been through, and how much I still have to process emotionally. My mom has this way of making me see things from a different perspective. Last night, When she asked about someone in my life, it made me reflect not just on that person, but on everything that's led me to where I am today. It's strange how a simple question can unlock a flood of emotions. Last night, when my mom asked about someone I hadn't spoken to in a while, it made me realize how much I've been holding back, how much I've changed, and how much there is still to understand about myself. Last night, my mom's call wasn't just a question about a person. It was a question about me, about my growth, my emotions, and the feelings I've been too busy to examine. Her words echoed long after we hung up.